Good morning. It's Monday. Another week begins. This week, though, the prediction's a little bit different than it has been. It's no longer, it's Osterna. They're going to keep going through the trials. The trials are done. And now it's time for the fun to begin. You see, what has now happened is the players have gotten themselves involved in a war. Now, tonight's session is going to be a little bit different. I've actually already pre-warned the players that this game will happen in broad strokes. Because of the scale of things, I'm not going to break it down into small individual scenes. It's going to literally be a matter of, we want to go talk to the elves and convince them to join us. Roll a check. They join you or they don't. The reasoning for this being is that we're covering off an entire, basically what I've referred to as 5 years of war in one session. That's the goal. So they're not actually going to have to come up with they've already, as players, told me their arguments on why they want people to join us. I understand what their motivations as players are. I understand the kinds of things that they might say in a meeting like that. So I'm not going to have them role play out the same meeting 10 times with 10 different races. That's going to help speed the session along a bit. The other thing is, though, that this game, more than any other game I've run, at least with this group, I may have done it at other points in history, more than any other game that I've run with this group, is going to be a narratively focused and driven game. I've already got several pages of I guess you could say scripting, things that I plan on happening that I've actually already written out how I'm going to explain how they happen. Now that can be changed on the fly, of course, but I think what they probably don't yet realize is, excuse me, and again, what they probably don't yet realize is the scale of things, and as powerful characters as they are, how little effect they have on the grand scale of this war. It's just something that is beyond any individual, really, to influence it too greatly. I mean, yeah, convincing the elves to join would be an interesting twist. But some of the other things we're talking about, gathering a few forces here or a few forces there. Unfortunately, on this scale, and I think after the first 10 minutes of the session or so, they'll realize, whenever I describe the opening battle, I think they'll realize that the scale is just something beyond what they're thinking it is. Now, that's not to say that they don't have their part to play. Yes, I am saying that the war is going to proceed largely as it will, with or without them. That's true. But they do have their part to play. And that part is probably going to be revealed to them at the end of the session, and then we'll make up our final session. will be quite good. I'm looking forward to that because it's going to be probably the most insane thing I've run for years, and I've run some pretty insane things. But yeah, for this game, 5 years of war. The Giants, the Titans, are on the march. They're on the attack. The players will very quickly realize that the navy of the Titans is not somewhere near Osterna because they didn't see any ships when they arrived. But they're going to find out that it is in Osterna. Basically, the ivory towers, which the Arcane use, which are so very rare. They're going to see basically that type of thing, but on the scale of Titans, by the thousands. And yeah, it's going to be an eye-opener. They ran into one of those medium creature size, large, Arcane or large. So it was set up for Arcane, one of those, and they basically understood that it was probably one of the most powerful things they've come across. And then they're going to see fleets of them at Titan size. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's enough for today. That is the prediction. We are going to have 5 years of war. And at the end of it, an event will occur which will tell the group what part they can play. Now, I'm also not saying that the war is going to be over in 5 years. Actually, according to my plans, there's probably almost no way that it will be over in 5 years. But at 5 years in is where we're going to see the player's major influence point. So that's where we're going to slow it back down. Alright, yeah, I'm going to call it there today. Like, subscribe, all that stuff really helps me out. So yeah, by all means, please, like, subscribe. Do me a favor, share this with your friends if it's anything worthwhile. If you think they might like it, or if you just, want to pester them with some video links. Anyway, have a great day.